Check, 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 check. Wow, that sounds hot. Yeah, I'm fixing. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Check one. Microphone number one. Check two. Microphone check number two. Check three. Microphone number three check.
All they're going to have to
evening, Cardinal fans, and welcome to Morrilton, Arkansas, home of the Devil Dogs, where your Farmington Cardinals are about to take on the Devil Dogs of Morrilton. Brian Dean coming at you with the action alongside tag team partners tonight, Josh Matthews and Kerry Pitts. And
We're
guys,
back.
taking it, in the words of tag team, we're taking it back to the old school. Not calling you guys old, but I mean, it's been a little while.
School. I'll tell you what, Dean was like, hey guys, we tried to get some senior highs to come up here. We didn't do it. We asked some juniors to come in. They couldn't do it. We asked some junior high kids to come. We went to elementary school, went to Pop Williams, see if any kids could come up here and do it. And then he said, we might just let Kerry come. And he said, okay. And then I told Kerry, I said, you tell Diener that you're a package deal and that you ain't coming up here without me.
So,
because the alternative is I have to go sit with my wife on the other side.
So are you guys like Scott Hall and Kevin Nash type package deal, or did I just fly straight over y'all's head with that?
I hacksaw Jim Dugan.
Yeah, we're like the Rock and Roll Express.
The Rock.
The Von Erichs.
Really? The Von Erichs.
The Von Erichs with more beard hair.
for two of us anyway.
That's right.
Hey guys, so big time important matchup tonight. It's been a while since we've been together, and quite frankly, if my memory serves me correctly, it might have been 2 years ago when we were in Greenbrier together.
Could be.
And so it's been a while. Big time matchup tonight between our beloved Cardinals and the Morrilton Devil Dogs. They're in the thick right now of the 4A conference mixture heading into the playoffs. Truth be told, Farmington's neck and neck with Morrilton, and quite honestly, the victor of tonight's ball game may have locked up their slot inside in the playoff race.
You're exactly right. This is an elimination game. If we win, we advance. Because Harrison is going to be a tough task next week.
Right.
We all know that. They're undefeated. So this is our chance. Morrilton is wounded compared to years past. Are we good enough? We're going to find out tonight.
Well, I'll tell you. All right, so I'm tired of talking college football. Obviously, after last weekend, I'm out. I'm done with college football. All I've heard is speculation on who's in the playoffs, Division I college football. Let's talk about who's in here. Now, we all know this is a winnable game. And
Correct.
This is all speculation, but can either one of you guys think of a scenario that if, and it will not happen, but we walk away with an L tonight, are we still in?
Extreme. It comes down to points, and it's going to be tough to overcome.
Yeah, here's the thing that I would think would need to happen is, one, if we walk out of here, next Friday we got to beat Harrison. Then we got to have a Morrilton loss. And then also on top of that, because when you look at the district race right now, if things fall just right, Alma, who we previously played and beat, can sneak into the playoffs as well. Valonia, I think, is pretty much a lock, along with Harrison. But then it gets convoluted from there, from 3 through 5 or 6. It gets convoluted, and, I mean, a lot of strange things can happen.
So in the words of Lloyd from Dumb and Dumber, what you're saying is there's a chance.
Our best chance is tonight.
The thing that we need to do tonight is take care of business tonight, right here, in just a few minutes when we take on the Devil Dogs, and then just say, hey, you know what? Let's do it ourselves. We control our destiny, take care of business, take care of the rock, and let's go at it and hang a W.
Agree. And Morrilton comes in wounded. They're 4-4. They got a lot of pride. They won state championships here. They just honored the former coach. They listed off his state championship run. They've got a lot of talent here. They've got a lot of pride. 4-4 is not good enough at Morrilton.
And I tell you, you're exactly right. And I tell you where it all kind of stimulates from with Morrilton, and that's the big guy right behind center, wearing number 7, Jacoby Criswell. You control him athletically, like in between the tackles, lock up his receivers, give him no passing area, and also control him inside the box. Don't let him escape outside or break tackles and get loose on you to run. You're doing your job.
Containment. That's got to be the game plan tonight. And then what about the offense, guys? Think this is kind of a time where our offense needs to be clicking? We've shown flashes of greatness. We've shown flashes of doing really, really well. And I think it's going to be very important that we're clicking on all cylinders offensively tonight.
There's no doubt about it. First and foremost, you got to take care of the rock. Secondly, I think we need to come out and fire on all cylinders like we did last week. Now, last week, granted, it was against Huntsville, but when you've got Jaden Shader carries the rock 9 times and picks up 108 yards. You've got Josh Stepmeyer following him, had 7 carries for 85 yards. Quay Watson was 7 of 9 passing for 240 plus yards.
And by the way,
somewhere
the
right
Sturgeon
there.
kid isn't bad too.
And then on top of that, you've got everybody's fear throughout the conference when it comes down to Farmington is big number 8, which is Drew Sturgeon, who does it all, offensively, defensively, kicking game. I mean, this is a great loaded team for Farmington, and if we take care of our business and control our own destiny, we should be in good shape when it comes down to the
Just like in
system.
football teams everywhere else, we've got a few key injuries, and so this is also step-up time.
Right.
So we're going to need those guys out there that are in there and might not be in there if other kids were not injured to step up and show their worth. And so we're going to be leaning on everybody.
Getting close to kickoff here. We got a minute and 25 seconds left. We want to pay some bills, Brian, or we want to keep running with it?
Let's just keep running with it. I mean, guys,
He's excited. He's got some new blood here. He doesn't have a jacket on. He doesn't have a sweat hat on.
Hey, look at
He's
Harley
burning
going
up
across
here.
the field. Look at that. I forgot about that from a couple years ago.
And this is the first time, guys, that I've been down here to Morrilton, so new experience, and I've never seen a Harley coming across.
What do you think it would take for Brad Blue to let a Harley go on that new stadium over there at the new Cardinal Arena?
I think.
How about just the
I think
Hot Wheels? Can we just get someone in some Hot Wheels to spin out there and just in a little 2x2 corner of the end zone?
You know what I think it would take? I think it would take somebody to hand the keys over to that Harley to Coach Blue saying, "Here's you a present. I want you to drive it across your field."
Yeah. Odds are pretty slim on that.
Yep, exactly. Guys, Josh, I am excited, one, because we're about to kick it off in Morrilton, America with our beloved Farmington Cardinals. But two, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, back in the saddle with you guys.
There you go.
Exciting, man.
Let's bring it. Ms. Bumsgarner, do not hit the filter button. Don't bleep us. Don't hit anything like that. Let it flow. This is probably my last time up here. All right? Because what's going to go down tonight, you guys ain't going to want this to come back.
I believe Morrilton won the toss, elected to defer as they defer to the second half as they've got it teed up on the 40-yard line. Cardinals come out on the field, get set. Drew Sturgeon and Quay Watson, I believe, is back deep. Actually,
Cartwright.
You're exactly right.
Cartwright and
Elsick.
Elsick. Good to see Elsick back out here.
That's
Absolutely.
great.
It's a short one we call a fair catch. We call the fair catch on the 39-yard line. Boy, and it bunted right out in front of us, and looks like that's number 16. Was that Acreage?
I think
Zach Acreage. Yes, it is.
Zach Acreage. Hey, he's not used to fielding those, so. First and
He did a good job, made a quick recovery, and kept us in good field position. This is not a bad start.
In the words of Jeff Oxford, the only way to score a 60-yard touchdown, start with the ball on your 40.
There you go.
Quay under center. It's like Stepmeyer or Elsick going right up the middle, gain of about 4 or 5 yards.
That is Stepmeyer.
Stepmeyer at tailback.
That was kind of a new look coming out of the huddle with 2 up backs and then Quay under center and then a deep back.
That was a new power option they'd kind of been talking about implementing. Let me tell you, I think, guys, these coaches they've been at work.
Stepmeyer punishes when he goes over the left-hand side, picks up a couple yards, bring up 3rd and 4, possibly 3rd and 5.
So they're putting in a new power set. You can tell there's not a lot of back and forth. They're making quicker calls from the sideline. They're getting up and they're snapping the ball.
Little sugar huddle.
They got the Matthews kid in the backfield. We haven't seen him in the backfield much this year. This is definitely a new wrinkle, which we heard it was coming. Chase Brown at tight end. Watson drops back. Looks to his left, scrambles, and sacked at the 46-yard line.
You got to understand that throwing something different out of this formation, it's something they're not super used to. You know, Quay does a lot of work out of the shotgun.
Spencer and Mike are Coach Adams are very hot about something. I don't know what happened, but they are not mad at, they are very upset with the official on the far side and even screaming at the back judge.
I think our wide receiver may have got handled by the cornerback for Morrilton a little bit.
Shader back to punt. Matthews to snap it. signal from Stepmeyer. Shader lets off a high
It's
punt.
up there, high, lots of hang time.
Comes down to
Takes
30, rolls
Morrilton
down
downs.
at the 34-yard line by Hayden Cox.
Hayden Cox quick to get on it.
Be 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs at the 34.
And here we go, boys. Here's the defense.
Yeah. And this is what we talked about. If we're going to control it, we need to control number 7 in the number 7, who's under center, Jacoby Criswell, UNC commit.
I am tired of saying his name. We've been hearing it for 3 years.
Seems like we've heard it longer than that.
It does.
Come out 4 wide, spreading us out, giving us some different looks, and pretty much a jet sweep around the left-hand side. That's number 1, Holiday.
17 gets him down. I think that's Cartwright.
17 or 12? 12.
Yeah, 12.
From this far away, I can see where you
from this
thought
far
that was
away,
17.
and
Same
Criswell
play,
hands
other
it-
side.
Hands it off again. That's Clemens again, picks up about 8 yards.
Stepmeyer brings him down.
We got a coach in the press box. It's not us.
I'm motivated just listening to him.
2nd and 1. They're going quick, still 4 wide.
Cardinals showing blitz.
Was wide open across the middle. Hits him late. Did he catch it or not? Boy, that looked like that could have hit the turf.
Yep.
I can't tell the number on that kid. Looks like Muldrew.
Well, they're giving it to Williams. 10, they're having a hard time staying on the far side as well.
Griswold keeps it up the middle, tattooed by Cox. Good hard hit.
That's one thing that's got to be done. Sure tackle, hard hit. Let Criswell know that you're there, that you're going to be bringing it all night.
Cox brings the cable, the internet, and your long-distance line on that hit right there. I've been waiting all night to say that.
2nd and 10.
I think somebody from PG Telco needs to give you a call and ask you to come do a commercial for him.
Oh, yeah.
Kilgore really shedded that block. Got
Yeah.
out, knocked him down at the 8-yard line.
Great side-to-side action by Kilgore. Started up the middle and then broke it to the outside, and he just skated along with the running back. So nice job.
They're going quick. They've slowed it down tremendously, though. 3rd and 6. Big play here. Cardinals look like base defense, and Criswell goes up the middle. Touchdown, Devil Dogs. They go up 6-0. 8:32 left in the first quarter.
As we continue to build momentum, this team builds momentum, and
We haven't been fast starters. So.
no, we have not been.
Extra point is good.
That takes us to 7-0 with 8:32 left to go in the first quarter. With Kerry Pitts and Josh Matthews, I'm Brian Dean from Morrilton. We'll take a quick time out. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal football on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
You seem very calm. I mean, it's just like there's a zen here that's just like. Are you sure this water down?
They shut off.
Snow. No, that's snow.
We're back, Cardinal fans. Morrilton's got it teed up. Kerry Pitts, Josh Matthews, Brian Dean bringing you the action tonight.
Set to receive it here. It's important series for us. We need to answer.
We need to set a tone early.
Hey, offsides. Throw the flag on the far side. They were offsides on the kickoff. They did not throw the flag.
Nope. There was a late hit. Not going to get called either.
See, you can Cartwright up
That's
to
Cartwright.
about the 16-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
You know, Cartwright's come up and he has stepped up and filled any role that has been asked of him, and he's done a great job. He started out as second-string quarterback with tough position. Unless you're in the NFL making millions of dollars not getting hit.
Right.
Okay? And he's filled in this for us defensively. He's done some running back and receiver.
Still in the heavy package. Stepmeyer goes up the middle. Had a little hole for him. Picked up about 4 yards.
Guys, what do you like? What do you think about the power package? I know it's early, but you know we're using Stepmeyer in the backfield. I like that idea. I've liked watching him run all season.
Right.
It's almost like Gus Malzahn, like where they break the huddle, get up on the ball quick, and snap it. Nice hole. Nice hole. Stepmeyer goes up the middle. Down to the 33-yard line. Be 3rd and 1.
76. Is that Grantham? Is that Grantham kind of leading the charge there on the?
Yeah, they got Grantham out there. They got the usual suspect. Garrett Taylor's out there. He hadn't seen a whole lot of activity this year, but good to see him out there at center. Stepmeyer goes up the middle and just blasts them backwards. Nice 1st down.
He takes a dog pound with him. He's the.
And you look out here. I mean, you look at the crowd. This is Morrilton usually packs the house, and this place is half empty. So this is not your typical Morrilton crowd here. If we're going to get them, hey, tonight might be our night.
Here's the thing that I like. You mentioned, Josh, here's a pass to Sturgeon. Oh.
You know, he looked to not get that off completely, like maybe his foot wasn't set. He might have been hit right when he was thrown. There was still good adjustment to it. I mean, anytime the ball's in the air, Sturgeon's got a shot at it.
Yeah.
I can throw it, and he's got a
I wouldn't
chance to
quite go that
catch
far,
it.
Well, if Sturgeon runs a 10-yard out, he may be able to get or a curl route.
Yeah,
You know,
it had to be a slam.
you mentioned this package. The thing that I like about that I've seen so far is Stepmeyer's lining up in multiple different positions or different areas in the backfield. So you got to be sure.
Good run by Shader.
You don't know where Stepmeyer is going to get the ball or who's going to get the ball. I mean, as you see now, we had Stepmeyer out there, we had Shader, and I couldn't tell who the third one was in the backfield with Quay.
Sturgeon coming this way, that draws a crowd every time.
They're really utilizing their players, making the most of them.
Tried to line up fast, but we went to the wrong side. 3rd and 3. Nice gain up the middle. Stepmeyer again. 1st and 10, Cardinals at midfield.
What do you think about this? Ground and pound, keep the defense or keep their offense off the field.
That's our best chance.
Best.
Like staying with the same package. Here come Watson in with the play.
Just over 6 minutes left to go in the quarter. Hummel comes split to the near side.
Quay keeps it. Goes up the middle. Dances a little bit. Bounces it outside. And we've got a face
flag.
mask penalty right in front of the Morrilton bench. Couldn't have gotten more obvious.
When Quay's body's going one way and his head turns the other way,
Yes.
it's pretty clear cut and dry.
Yeah. He's not normally looking at the fireworks.
No, not at all.
He's normally looking at the cheerleaders.
He's normally looking at the end zone.
Well, that's of course. That's where we stick our cheerleaders. I will take it, guys.
You know, you mentioned, you asked, what do we think about this? I mean, ground and pound, that is a way, you know, because that is a way. If we can continue to produce and produce productively 3-4 yards at a pop, you pick up 9 yards on, you pick up 3 yards, 4 yards at a time. You're keeping Criswell off the back.
Yes.
Off the field.
Off the field.
And you're putting Morrilton's defense on the field. And their defense has been a little suspect.
We've got Sturgeon out there on an island. Elsik goes up the middle, makes one guy miss up to the 32-yard line. Nice move by
I
Elson.
mean, lots of possibilities. I mean, you're going to focus on this. Take your 4 or 5 yards every time. How can you not see how Stepmeyer's ran this entire season and not get a package in there and focus it around him? And not to mention how Shader's game last week against Huntsville, he found the holes and he found the north and the south. And he started penetrating, had probably one of his best games all year. I like it.
Sturgeon goes in motion, they give it to him. That is a forward pass, and he's going to pick up 7, 8, maybe 9 yards.
It'll be real close to a first down.
Real close. I like it. New wrinkle.
Yep, absolutely.
Nice to see late in the season, especially with big gains on the line.
And that's the one that the quarterbacks love and the wide receivers love, because it is a simple, just flipping the ball forward. So it does count as a forward pass, but
it's a stat lover's dream.
it is. Stepmer goes up the middle, rumbles, carries about 3 guys with him down to the 15-yard line.
I mean, you were talking about the WWE right here. I feel like I'm watching the Von Erich right there, just hammer through.
Von Erich?
You don't remember the Von Erichs?
No, I remember the Von Erichs, and I watched them live. We made
You saw him live.
I did see him live. They were in Corpus Christi.
No, I'm not talking about last week.
No, I know. When I was like 12, 13 years old, they were in Corpus Christi and got to see him carrying
Stepmer
his
comes to
brothers.
the near side and dropped for about a 5-yard loss.
But
He's a Von Erich with a haircut.
Osnes and I last week actually made the comment that when you look at Josh Stepmeyer, the way that he's built and his stature, he reminds me really close to Brock Lesnar. The way that he is built. Just the way that he is built.
Plus, he's got that huge tattoo on his chest with that large knife and fist. That I think that's probably where you
Stepmeyer
get
does not have.
We know he does not have a tattoo, guys. That's
4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
We spread them out, go 4 wide. Quay drops back, throws it to intended to Cartwright, but looks like it fell out at the last minute. Incomplete. The third and 15.
Third and 15. They're getting a little riled up over here. We need to take our dog catcher on.
You call Ernie on that.
Hey Ernie, we need you to deputize Stepmeyer as a dog catcher right now. he took about 4 or 5 dogs with him not too long ago. Ooh, the dog catcher. I like it. It could catch on.
Quay dances in the backfield. They sacked him at the 30-yard line. Whoa, we got a little extracurricular activity knocking down Jowers.
All right, guys, what do you think on this? Is you let Sturgeon
the 30-yard
would you
line.
let Sturgeon try from here, or would you?
That'd be a 47-yard field goal. We know that he's got the leg. There's a little bit of wind out there. I can't tell which way the flags are
They're
blowing.
bringing in I don't see anybody carrying a tee. So they brought in like 3 more linemen. Sturgeon goes to the far side. Must be a quick kick. No, they're going to throw it to Sturgeon. Why not?
Got it. Oh,
There's the flag.
And we knew him. It just nobody's been able to hang with him all year, and Morrilton's having the same problems.
Love the call. Love the call.
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Throw it to your best player.
Worst case scenario,
Make a
you
play.
figure the ball was put at the 30-yard line.
And this is not an automatic first down. I think it's still be 4th down.
Now what do you do, fellas? We're up close. We're 15 yards.
It's going to be 4th and 8. So we're going to go for it.
Guys, you guys, Farmington football is exciting.
They do. Love it.
If you guys aren't on your feet at home, they have had several barn burners. Every play is exciting. This is no different.
One quick. Quay rose to the right. Looks back to the left. Elsick in the back of the end zone, goes out of the end zone. We'll turn it over on down, be 1st and 10, Devil Dogs.
The way that play was setting up, I mean, we broke the huddle with about 11 seconds left to go on the play clock. Shuffling guys in and out, I'm not too sure that,
Looked like the same play that Elsick scored on earlier in the year against Clarksville, where he caught that circus catch on the far side.
Right. Need a big-time defensive stand right here.
We're going to have to make stops. Welkley fakes the blitz and now goes out. They're going 4 wide. Criswell throws it out. He's out. He's got some room there at the 20, up to 22, and he's still alive. Be enough for a first down to the 30-yard line. It's like Stepmeyer and Payne on the tackle. They go trips to the near. Criswell fakes the handoff, keeps it, and gets pummeled by Stepmeyer at the 34-yard line. Good lick.
Love the way he plays. So much heart, so much attitude every single play, offensively and defensively. What a great guy to have as a leader on
and that's what he is, too. He's a leader. The kids respond to him. They respond to his work ethic and how he plays. He's been a great asset.
They've got him playing a little bit behind the linebacker, so he's almost like he's a spy. Whichever way. Oh, he's wide open. And complete down to the 35-yard line. And he burned us. Don't know if we had a miscommunication back there in the back or not.
Welkley and Harvey was kind of talking it out a little bit. Welkley's had a great season so far. He's helped us out in the secondary tremendously. We just got a little confused there.
Criswell hands it off up the middle.
Great play.
Who was that?
Kilgore.
Yeah, it looked like on that previous play, Josh, like you mentioned, that Welkley came over and was telling Harvey, "Hey, we're in bump and run. You gotta jam that guy a little bit, maintain control or maintain containment with him, and run with him down the field."
Accurate pass. We're lucky it was a short pass, or it'd been 6. Criswell gets the signals in from the sideline. Drops back, throws straight down the field. Incomplete. Nice play by the Corey.
Yeah.
Got a flag on the play.
We got a flag. Morrilton's clapping their hands. We'll see. Possibly first personal foul, roughing the passer. We'll see. Hands to the face.
Ingram. It's going to give him a first down about the 20-yard line.
1st and 10, Devil Dogs. Bend but don't break. We'll see if the defense can stiffen here.
There we go, guys.
No free safety back. They got the linebackers. They got Stepmeyer right behind them. Put a man in motion. Cartwright goes with him. Option to the near, and he puts a foot in the ground and goes straight up the middle and touchdown, Devil Dogs. It's like an option, and we were playing the option well, but he put his right foot in the ground, cut straight upfield, went off tackle, and it opened wide open for him. Went against
Splitting
the
up
grain.
the Red Sea for him.
Yeah, they did.
Extra point is good. We're going to take a quick break. The score is 14-0, a minute and 4 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back, Cardinal fans.
Have you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Forget carbs, guys, or forget keto. I'm eating carbs. I'm stress eating.
We're back, Cardinal fans. This is Josh Matthews getting a little candy bar in him. Morrilton's got it teed up on the 40-yard line. Up 14-0 with just over a minute to play in the first quarter.
That's the second time we mishandled a kickoff. Elsick goes up the middle up to the 20-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Cardinals.
Well, doesn't seem like a reason to give up the power formation, what they're using. It's been working. Just gotta complete. We gotta play.
Yeah.
Every down.
Well, so we've seen the power formation. Do we go back to traditional style offense and see if that may do a little better? Because earlier in the year against Pea Ridge, Prairie Grove, everybody else, I mean, we went to the standard I formation, single setback.
Shader up the middle.
Shader
he
out
hit
of the
hole
ace.
hard.
Yeah,
Good for him.
Shotgun formation, and we were able to move the ball and be very productive. This time so far out of the gates, we had that power formation kind of maybe not looked as in sync.
Well, it is new, and it's not something that they've been working on. So it is going to look a little off. You're going to be more prone to mistakes. They've gone back to a little more traditional set.
Shader goes up the middle, and they hammer him. It'll be second and about 11 or 12.
Drew on the carry or on the tackle for Morrilton.
Elsick to the near side, Macedo and Hummel to the far. Is that Sturgeon in the backfield? This is something new. He flips it to him. Sturgeon goes out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And that's the end of the first quarter. The score is Morrilton 14, Farmington 0. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
The academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests, so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world, so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on, so that if they're going into the workforce or if they're going to college, they're already prepared for those things.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof, or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or a shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at
back, Cardinal fans. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 31-yard line. Cardinal ball.
And we're going to have a false start.
We got a false start. It'll be 3rd and 15. I don't know if I like it or not when they say the numbers.
Yeah, they're announcing numbers tonight. They're calling out.
Picking on kids. Maybe it'll
A little more responsible. They know their numbers are going to get called out.
You think it worked with Caleb?
No, wouldn't work with me. Caleb would be like, man, is that my number?
Quay drops back. They drop in the backfield. At the 16-yard line, be 4th and long.
What about field goal now, guys? Hey, if anyone can get it close, it'd be Sturgeon.
Don't know that he can get it there, though. From this far back.
He'd have an immediate scholarship to wherever he wanted to go if he nailed it.
Isn't that the truth?
Shader back to punt. Nice snap. Good punt. Got to almost midfield. There is a flag down at the 18-yard line. Let them sort that out. Point to Morrilton. Now this guy's pointing to Farmington. But it's still 4th and 22.
Yeah.
So. Personal foul. Roughing the snapper. 1st and 10, Cardinals. That is a huge play.
That it is, and you know, you kind of acted like you never heard that call before.
Did your son took one for the team? Didn't he?
I'm not going to say the word flop online, okay? But I'm just going to say we've been practicing that. Yeah.
He did dress up as Wonder
No,
Woman last night.
I do mess with him on snapping, but just emotionally. I don't try to physically. I try to call his mama names and things like that as he's snapping, and it doesn't seem to faze him too much.
Goes to Stepmeyer up the middle, twist,
Great
turns.
hard running.
Nice run. Up to the 42-yard line. Be close to a first down. Yeah, they're going to move the chains.
Little pep in the step.
It's a cold night here in Morrilton. Just talking to some of this. Whoop, Quay stumbles coming away from center and gives it to Stepmeyer again, and he's down to the 47, 48-yard line.
Whenever I'm a little distracted and I don't know exactly who's carrying the ball, I count how many Devil Dogs are being carried towards the Farmington end zone. It's usually Stepmeyer if it's more than 4.
It's a great way to do it, I guess.
Quay under center. Jowers pulls. Stepmeyer follows him in.
And he emerges.
If it were me, I'd just continue doing that. Let Stepmeyer continue to go because they haven't. One guy is not going to take down Stepmeyer. 2 guys is not going to take down Stepmeyer.
Exactly right.
And he's productive. He's picking up 4 and 5 yards at a pop.
He keeps this up. Bo might have him out there setting some screens next week. About 3 weeks.
I think he gets
the playoffs.
frustrated if only one guy tries to tackle him.
Stepmeyer in the backfield. They give it to him again off tackle. We got something going here. Oh, and they twisted away from the ball away from him right there at the end. He's probably getting a little tired. Chase Brown on the fumble recovery.
Quick
Second and 3.
action by Chase.
We've still got our heavy or super or whatever package we got. I see Andrew Wood out there, Jowers, Stepmeyer, Sturgeon. Quay comes into the huddle.
Hefty power.
I like it all. Whatever you want to call it.
Jumbo package.
And I'm thinking of shrimps. I'm thinking of trash bags.
Stepmeyer goes up the middle, and they were ready that time.
Only took 7 of them.
Only took 7 of them, but you got 7 of them that you're going to have to put in that one hole to stop him. So what does this open up offensively?
It opens up Sturgeon on a slant for one. They give Stepmeyer a breather, and he takes his helmet off, and you see the steam just rolling off his head on the far side. Looks like one of the old NFL films. Sturgeon comes to the near side, 3rd and 2. Shader in the backfield. They toss it. Go on the left-hand side. He
Great
picks up.
run.
Yes.
Great run. You could tell that he was not looking to the sideline. He was looking to go north and south. Takes it, gets a nice, hard-earned first down.
And
Good job, Shader.
the other thing that I like about that play is they're previous 4 or 5 plays, we jammed it up the middle, jamming up the middle, and then all of a sudden, whoop, right to the outside we go and pick up 2 yards.
Just a bit outside.
How similar is this offense to Clarksville's?
It's pretty close. One thing that Clarksville does differently that we're not doing is Clarksville got that spinner back.
Yes.
That's right. Shader picks up a yard, maybe 2, 2nd and 8.
But this is hard nosed. This is ground and pound. This has not been our bread and butter all season.
Right.
It's refreshing to see this late in the season. It's a testament to the staff willing to kind of come back, look and see what they've got as far as their talent, skill players, and they found out, hey, we got some big old boys that can push, and we got some big old running backs that can run.
And we're switching our guards and our tackles similar to what Petrino used to do at Arkansas. It's like they have a strong and a weak side. Tough yards by Shader, ends up falling forward. Hey, when you're 6'3", that's about 3 extra yards.
That's exactly right.
Up to the about 33, 34-yard line. 3rd and 3.
And a cloud of dust.
It's almost 25-yard line.
25, I'm sorry.
Not the 52.
Hopefully I'm
not trying to call you out.
No. I need all the help I can get. You know that.
We're just happy to be here.
I'm glad you're here, guys. It's been a while.
Watson under center. Gives to Shader. Goes up the middle. I think he got a couple
he
tough
did.
yards. Still going to be a little short. Be fourth and short.
I tell you, the thing that I like about that ball carry right there by Shader is the fact that when he hit that hole, not only did he hit it hard, but he ducked his shoulders, forward momentum, carried him a little bit even further. I wouldn't be surprised here if we just try to quarterback sneak this.
Shader's a big kid.
He is.
He's thick. When he's running downhill, well, I sure wouldn't want to tackle him. I'd like to watch Josh try to, though.
Baby ankle.
Sturgeon to the near side. Watson under center. Stepmeyer, a little counter. Comes to the near side, and he picks up enough for a first down.
Yes, he
Great
did.
call.
He took that hard step to the left, and everybody went that direction. Went against the grain,
And we've seen all season long Stepmeyer pop those for 47, 58, 63 yards at a time. So
It was set up perfectly. Stepmeyer played it perfectly. That hard step got that whole defensive line to move on his first step. It was there. It was good enough for a first down. And the Cardinals are still fighting for another first.
that's what
another
it's
score.
going to take against this bunch. They have some skill in the secondary. They're going to be able to run us down. They're going to be able to cut off any long runs. It's going to be hard earned. Stepmeyer goes around the left end down to the 27-yard line.
got a penalty marker on the play. I don't think we were set offensively. But I've been wrong before.
Dean, I hope you're wrong.
I hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
I hope they take their time deciding that it's against Morrilton, move us forward, because I think Stepmeyer needs just a little bit of a breather.
That's right. They're talking about it. Illegal shift.
Good call.
Dean's right. We weren't set.
I didn't want it to be that way, but
At least they didn't call his number out.
a lot of changes coming in football. NFL called numbers, then college started it, and now
What they're doing?
high school referees are wearing microphones.
I'm not saying miking up the high school refs.
Stepmeyer might be able to make money off his likeness by next
I
week.
mean, Farmington's the only school that'll mic us up.
Watson hands it off to Stepmeyer, corner across the
My
left side.
goodness. Oh, ball's loose.
Fumble.
Right into the hands of a Morrilton Devil
picks
Dog.
it up. Comes to the 28-yard line. Tough break.
That is a tough break.
And that's the thing. It is hard to move the ball down the field 3 yards at a time. A lot can go wrong, and it just did.
And you know, the Morrilton's been coaching this. You can tell they've been coaching to strip and to pull. I mean, this is what you do. And Stepmeyer needs to hold his head up. He needs to not feel bad about this, because he needs to come back in, and we need to lean on some of these hard runs that he's been doing all night.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. 3 receivers for Morrilton, split to the near side, single back. Here's a snap. It's a handoff coming to the near side.
Oh, we blew
Nice
that one.
job.
Boom.
Yeah, nice
Good
job
job.
there by
DeCorey.
Thomas.
DeCorey was on it. Payne was right behind him. That was a. That's what we need.
Great open field tackle.
2nd and 14. I love it.
Behind the chains, defensively, get the offense behind the chains, and hopefully you'll be okay.
Oh boy, we we're offsides. We got 3 down linemen. Payne out covering a slot receiver. Welkley faking a blitz. Criswell drops back, looks over to the right, throws it incomplete. Be 3rd and long.
Terrion Swift checks out. Checking into the ball game for him is Trey Williams.
Trey Williams, Bullington. Payne looking like he's going to blitz this time. Matthews on the right end. Whew, he is plenty of room
nice
to
job.
scramble.
Nice room.
Is that Bullington?
74.
Bullington
Braden
tattoos him in the back. He brings the November rain.
And he came from the wide side of the field, guys. Watching that play unfold, watching Bull come from the outside, and he split out wide on that offensive tackle, and we looked at from the start in the 7 technique, and then just came all the way around the rainbow and took down Criswell from the feet.
It's tough to do. And as most people know, Criswell's the University of North Carolina commit going to play for Mac Brown. Oh boy, well, it looks like
that ball went straight up and straight down.
One tipped.
Oh, and it took it more than a roll.
Bad punt, great bounce. Be 1st and 10. Cardinals, great field position, 46. Good job by the defense.
Yes.
I mean, and that's what they needed. They needed a stop. This builds momentum. This builds confidence. And great play by Braden Bullington. He's been impressive. Been a great addition. Stepped up all year long. It's been nice to have him on the defensive line.
Sturgeon to the near. You got to think we're going to take a shot here. Or soon. Shader in the backfield goes right up the middle.
Runs over his own man.
It runs over Kilgore, which is not easy to do. Picks up 7 or 8 tough yards.
Yep. And
Forward momentum the whole time.
Yeah, and even though that we said Shader runs over Kilgore, I mean, here's the thing. Kilgore was in his way. Why? Because he took his man, driving him backwards 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. Great job by Kilgore opening up that hole.
Watson drops back. Looks for Sturgeon. He's wide open. Catches it at the 18.
Nice move.
Little whoop, whoop. Stay in
Touchdown,
there.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Guys, get out of the kitchen. Get out of the bathroom. Come back to the living room. Get back on PG Telco. We're not out of this, okay?
14-6. Cardinals line up to kick the extra point.
53-yard touchdown reception from Quay Watson to Drew Sturgeon. Brought to you by none other than PG Telco.
They sponsor our touchdowns.
Every year, sir.
I love it.
Did you tell them there's not a limit? They can sponsor as many as they want?
They sponsor every single one of them. $35 per time.
Really?
Donated to the school. Yes, sir.
False start against the Cardinals. Ground and pound. Hit him over the top, and he was wide open.
Don't forget the whoop whoops by Drew Sturgeon.
That was lots of them.
Got it on near the sideline, cut inside, cut back outside, and broke it to the end zone.
He's so controlled. You can tell that when he sees that something's not there, he'll wait. And his patience has been fun to watch.
Yes.
All year long.
Hey, we're going to take a quick break. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Score is 14-7 Devil Dogs. We'll be right back.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical, in surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Here at Farmington, we take our athletic program seriously. We strive for greatness in every sport, whether it's baseball, softball, football, basketball, volleyball, golf, track.
Well, thanks to a big defensive stop from sweet child of mine, Braden Bullington, and then a nice little
You're not gonna let that GNR go.
GNR all out. I hope it gives me more reason to say something.
Comes down to the 18-yard line, out to the 30, out to the 40, tackled by Sturgeon.
Sturgeon comes in and sweeps the leg. Johnny comes in there and sweeps the leg. And let's see what Coach Miyake's got dialed up here for the defense.
You were all over the place tonight.
Man, hey, the Adderall has not kicked in.
Adderall.
We got some Chase Brown in, Kilgore at the linebacker.
It's placebo. It's not even an active pill. Sugar pill. That's all I took today.
Criswell hands it off. That's Clemens. Goes up the middle and initial contact by Stepmeyer. He's second and 5.
Clemens is a 5'6" senior, weighing $160, and I tell you, boys, he's got some wheels, and he's not afraid to duck his head and go straight up the middle with it.
And watch him when he plants that foot. He can change direction and turn it on a dime.
We saw that on that previous kickoff.
Yes, we did.
Well, he tried. He goes the other direction. That's Criswell, Stepmeyer.
Ball.
Cardinals got it.
Cardinals got the football.
Give it to us.
Nice play.
Who recovered that? Was that 74 again? Do I get to make another GNR reference?
You might.
Oh my gosh, he's been dancing with Mr. Brownstone and he picks it up. What a game.
Great
First
job.
and 10 Cardinals. Looks like Stepmeyer and maybe 1 or 2 others ran him down. Stepmeyer atoning for that earlier fumble. Sturgeon comes to the near side. Shader goes up the middle, Bulls for about 2 yards. We've got 2 minutes left, second quarter.
I would say here's where we can do what Jeff Oxford likes to call, we can Bill Belichick him, go down and score, get the second half kickoff, but we kick off the Morrilton second half.
We can aim. We fumble. Looks like Watson, I don't know if he got it in the gut or not, but
This is like a volleyball game.
kind of ricocheted off and Morrilton recovers.
I think the handoff from Watson went straight down Shader's leg and off his knee and squirted out to about the 42-yard line of Morrilton where it was recovered.
Hey, we've stopped him the last 2 times, and we can do it again.
As David Duncan alludes to, that we are a cold weather team. As the temperatures drop, the game
Is
gets
that right?
longer. Yeah.
It's like they throw it to the near side. James Paynes and Wilkley drop Reggie Tony. He's down at the 45-yard line. That's enough for a Devil Dog first down.
He just ran a little 6-yard stop route.
The clock is running a minute 33. Criswell looks down the field. Throws it complete. That's number 2, and he slips and falls. That's Lamar Woodford. Got a timeout on the field. Morrilton.
.121 left to go in the half. Morrilton's up 14-7.
Be second and 1. Be a big hold if we can stop them here.
It'd be a great hold if we can stop it. If we can keep them off the scoreboard going into half. I'd take another fumble. I mean, we've been playing volleyball with them all through the second half. It's our turn. They need to serve to us.
Speaking of volleyball, our girls were down here earlier in the week.
Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Your daughter's on the team. You described it. What, we won our first one against Arkadelphia.
We sure did. Won it in 3, and then faced Morrilton the very next night.
At home.
At home, and unfortunately dropped that game in 4 sets. Won the first set, and then lost the next 3 to Morrilton. But I tell you what, guys, what a great season by Mike Howard and the bunch. I mean, go to the Elite 8 and undefeated in conference regular season, and then go to the state tournament, get a triple bye into the district tournament.
He's done great, and I mean, your daughter's on the team. He's got them excited. Those girls are excited about it.
Yes, there's no doubt about it.
Lots of
And
pride.
even more impressive, did you know Mike Howard ate a Philly cheese sandwich at IHOP at 8 o'clock in the morning?
Most people go with a bowl of cereal. Not him.
That is a man.
Yeah. Well, he did that Tuesday, or
I don't know what day it was.
Well, I know if it was the same day, the second day that they were down there when they came back, they stopped at IHOP, and guess what he had? Philly cheesesteak sandwich on the way home too. I don't know if he ate them both in the same day, but man,
Is there such thing as too many Philly cheesesteak sandwiches?
I don't know.
I do not believe
We'd have to ask Coach Howard. Devil Dogs get 1st and 10. Criswell looks to the right, found a seam, and throws a strike to Tony. I'm sorry, that's not Tony. That's Walford. Be 1st and 10 down at the 14-yard line.
little
Minute
quick
9 left.
slant pattern.
Shane Gang is slow to their favor. Looks like we've got a timeout on the field. Farmington. Hey, we'll take a quick break with them. Be right back, folks.
At Farmington High School, we have a vast array of technology, ranging from MacBooks to 3D printers, touchscreens, and various broadcasting equipment to show sporting events, concerts, and pep rallies at the highest quality possible.
Serving Northwest Arkansas since 1996, Trinity Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine specializes in physical therapy, certified hand therapy, and aquatic therapy. You have a choice when it comes to where your physical therapy services take place, and we hope you make it at Trinity Rehab and Sports Medicine of NWA. We are located at 2793 Millennium Drive, Suite number 2 in Fayetteville.
We're back, guys.
Minute 5 left in the second quarter. Farmington trying to hold them out.
Defense needs to rise to the occasion, keep Morrilton off the scoreboard, or at least hold them to 3 points.
Had him in the backfield, and nice play by Brown. He was able to barely.
Great. I mean, does give up, hangs on.
They're not calling timeout. 55 seconds left and going down.
Hang on, Chase Brown.
Hang on by the shirt tail.
Criswell looks to his left, scans across the middle, rolls out to his right. We kind of got a mush rush. Cut him off. He throws incomplete with 37 seconds left.
I tell you what, that's great patience by Criswell. And even though that he's for Morrilton, I mean, I like to, when you see things like that from a high school player, I feel you got to kind of give him a shout out to him.
I hear you. We can't do it again, brother.
All right. Good thing is, he threw it incomplete.
That's right. If you don't say nice things, this big old guy in the press box might whip his
Yes. Yes.
But if he asks who said that, we're going to point at Matthews.
I like it.
Criswell drops back, rolls out to his left, throws across his butt in the back of the end, and burned us. Touchdown, Devil Dogs. And we got some kids arguing in the back of the end zone amongst each other, but they'll sort it out.
That's just tough. It's tough to play assignment football when he's stopping, changing direction, and that's when it's backyard football.
Yes. Great call.
Morrilton lines up. Extra point is good. The score is 21-7. 29 seconds left in the second
And
quarter.
to throw that ball like that off his back foot, I mean, that just shows his arm strength. Rolling, throwing across his body, throws a bullet to the back of the end zone.
If you're going to have him throw it, that's
how we want him to throw it. Yes.
But we'd like to make sure that we cover up their receivers. Like to see him throw it to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's pretty good.
Yes. Got to give credit where credit is due, and Chris Will is one of the better ones for sure in the 4A.
He did a similar play a couple of years ago, and Jowers picked him. I think Jowers is like, I'm talking about the older Jowers. I heard his dad saying it. He's one of the few kids. He recovered a fumble from Crockett and picked off Chris Will.
Really?
So it's something along that line.
That's not a bad resume.
No. Well, he's a pretty decent kid. You know,
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah.
I mean, just Air Force Academy.
I mean, those two stats right there got him in the Air Force Academy. That and a governor's letter.
Yeah. That's Elsick. Turns the ball up to the 29-yard line. At 25 seconds left. Do you take a shot with Sturgeon?
What do you got to lose?
Oh, you got to play the half out. But what do? Do you try to set up something? You do some.
Throw a couple of out patterns, see what you can make out of it. Run them out of bounds, keep time on the clock, and then take a shot deep. And then worst case scenario, get it down.
Two timeouts left.
We got timeouts. We've got not all the time in the world.
They're going to double Sturgeon. They got one over the top, one.
Now he can just push the pile for 25 seconds
Is that
all the way down as
Shader
well.
or Kilgore? Up to the 40-yard line. We're going to call
How's that
timeout left
timeout?
with 16 seconds left.
It was Stepmeyer.
I mean, along the wrestling lines, I mean, he's a pile driver.
He is. Is that the DDT?
Yeah, I know you'll know the DDT when you see it. In fact, if you keep talking about how bad Morrilton is, I think this guy's going to show you what a DDT is next door.
Cruel fair.
Yeah. Camel clutch. Remember the camel clutch? I remember the first time I got put in one of those.
Did Marla hurt you?
It wasn't too bad. She hadn't built her back strength up yet, so we were good. That was before yoga.
Second one for the Cardinals. 16 seconds left, down 21-7. Kilgore, Jowers, and Wood on the right side of the line. Cartwright goes in motion. Ball batted way over there, and they picked it. Get him down.
We got a flag.
The 36-yard line, flag on the play. 5 seconds left in the half. We'll let the officials sort it out.
A lot of whistles going on right now.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's pointing at each other. We got a few Morrilton Devil Dogs. Holding against the Devil Dogs, that'll back them up 10 yards and from the spot of the foul, so it'll be
About
about
the
at 50.
46.
That's a long toss from there. They got Sturgeon out there, DeCory, Welkley.
Chris Will comes out winding up the old cannon.
He's shaking his arm. He's fixing the dust away, boys.
4 receivers to the near side of the field, single receiver to the far side. Wide snap.
Down there, a wheel route. Matthews almost gets him, pressures him. And we got a flag down, and he throws it complete at the 26-yard line out of bounds. We'll see what the flag is.
That's going to be holding.
Go to
Flag in the back.
Now we'll go to halftime. Scores 21-7 Morrilton. We'll be back after halftime break.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
Saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multi-family homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
The academies give students an opportunity to be grouped together with other students that have similar career interests so that we're not all part of just a big student population. We are all headed in the same direction.
We are really excited to implement them to provide some career training for kids as they get out into the real world so they have the expectations and they know what's going to go on.
estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows two important things. One, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And two, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Have you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof, or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-445-9799. Go Cardinals.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced, board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Here at Farmington, we take our athletic program seriously. We strive for greatness in every sport, whether it's baseball, softball, football, basketball, volleyball, golf, track, cross country, cheer, dance, or tennis. We settle for nothing short of excellence. With top-of-the-line facilities and new ones to come, Farmington is a place for all athletes.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
At Farmington High School, we have a vast array of technology, ranging from MacBooks to 3D printers, touchscreens, and various broadcasting equipment to show sporting events, concerts, and pep rallies at the highest quality possible.
Serving Northwest Arkansas since 1996, Trinity Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine specializes in physical therapy, certified hand therapy, and aquatic therapy. You have a choice when it comes to where your physical therapy services take place, and we hope you make it at Trinity Rehab and Sports Medicine of NWA. We are located at 2793 Millennium Drive, Suite number 2 in Fayetteville, and can be reached at 479-521-2232. Trinity Rehab and Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows 2 important things. 1, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And 2, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Have you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential custom homes, general contracting, multifamily homes, and other specialized homes as well. Having lived in Northwest Arkansas for a combined 61 years, Bauman and Crossnow Construction are no strangers to the Northwest Arkansas and Farmington areas. They can be reached at www.baumancrossnow.com. Bauman and Crossnow Construction, where your dream home can become a reality, are proud supporters of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
Are you in the market for some exterior or home improvements? Is your home ready for new siding, gutters, or metal roof, or asphalt roof? Do you need a new metal building or a shop? Give Foster's Exterior Solutions a call today. Locally owned and operated right here in Farmington since 2008, Foster's Exterior Solutions is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Hello, this is Kerry Pitts with Foster's Exterior Solutions. Please give us a call for all your roofing, siding, and gutter needs. We're at 479-445-9799. Go Cardinals.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children.
Welcome back, Cardinal fans. 28 seconds left in halftime here. Morrilton's up 21-7, and hey, it's time to shine.
It is. We're a second half football team. We have been all year. We had a fumble. We had a fumble there right before the half that really killed us. But things like this are going to happen. They had a fumble, so we still have an entire half left to play, and I'm looking to see some good things.
You look back at the first half. We had a turnover on downs inside the 20. Then we had a fumble on the 20 and a fumble at midfield. That's 3 key turnovers.
3 very key turnovers. We've had a little bit of trouble fielding the kickoffs as well. Just some things that can be cleaned up pretty easy, and then come back in here. Not give up so many yards and turnovers with mistakes, and we're right back in this thing.
And it's a cold night. Cheerleaders are bundled up.
The fans are bundled up.
I mean, it's so cold that even Jowers came to the press box.
He came in the press box, and let me tell you, I've not been out there. I've been blessed to be behind Miss Bumgarner here in this nice warm press box. Jowers, tell us here, how cold is it out there?
Is this like Dan Scoff weather report or something?
Oh yeah.
How cold is it, Jowers?
It's really not as bad. Of course, we've had some really cold nights the last few nights in Northwest Arkansas.
So
It's not really too bad. I overdressed. I didn't even put my beanie on yet, so it wasn't that cold.
Now help me out. In the first half, I was talking about, I think your oldest Jowers. He's got an interception off of Criswell and a fumble off of Crockett. Did I get that half right? Or half?
Well, he did intercept Criswell his senior year.
Okay.
His sophomore year, he tackled Crockett, or he got in the way and Crockett fell down after he ran over Javen.
I think we only tackled him a couple of times.
But that's Javen's claim to fame.
That's not bad.
And Jers, we are in the middle of Jeff Oxford's favorite time of every ball game, the 3-minute extra period during halftime to come out and stretch, which gives us an opportunity to kind of pick your brain a little bit. You're seeing tonight's game from a little different perspective than us three. So what have you seen so far, other than the fact that, a couple of things that have hurt us, turnovers, obviously, but what else have you seen?
We've moved the football. We've run between the tackles and consistently gotten 3, 4, 5 yards, occasionally bust one for 8, 9, or 10. And this is one of those game plans where you got to stay on schedule. And so when you get a penalty and it backs you back 5 yards, it's hard to overcome that. We saw that a couple of times in the game. They've done a fairly good job of containing Criswell. He hasn't really run much, but he does have a big arm, and you give him just a moment, and he's made us pay for it.
Yeah. And one thing that we've seen kind of unorthodox compared to what we normally have seen this season is the fact is kind of the power formation that Farmington's come out in tonight, kind of loading up the box a little bit and saying we're going to power football. Bringing in Stepmeyer, having Shader back there, as well as I believe Ian Cartwright and Elsing's been back there a couple of times, and just saying Caleb Matthews, yeah, kind of bringing in extra tight end, extra fullback, and saying we're going to smash mouth it.
And I think that's a good job for the coaching staff looking at our personnel versus their personnel. Probably a little quicker on the outsides, and so we're going to take advantage of our big boys and get what we can up the middle, and I think they've done a good job with that.
I agree. Morrilton be set to return. And this is a key stop here. If we can get them off the field, hold them, come down, score, get right back in it.
Game of momentum is what they say. And this is a perfect opportunity for us to come out, and Morrilton's receiving the ball in the second half. We pin them deep, get an early either an early turnover or early defensive stop, make it a short field for us, go down, put the ball in the end zone, and never know what's going to happen after that point in time because it's 21-14 then.
Hey, tell us about the whenever they nailed our snapper. How does that work? How's that assessed?
Yeah, so if you're in a scrimmage kick formation, basically, the snapper is protected until
Caleb
Caleb Matthews. So after he snapped it, he has to have time to raise up and participate in the block, and they hit him before that happened, and that's one of the automatic first down penalties, which was good because it was 4th and 22 at the time.
Morrilton's returning it up to the 45-yard line, getting close to midfield, and dropped by Andrew Wood. Be 1st and 10 for the Devil Dogs. So the usual suspects out there. You got up front, you've got Swift, Payne, and Bullington. At linebacker, you got Matthews up front as well. Got Kilgore, Cox, and Stepmeyer. Criswell looks to the sideline, gets a signal, trips to the far. He throws into the flat. Stopped there for about an 8-yard gain. That's number 4, Quincy Clemens.
Here's one thing that I've enjoyed seeing all season is coming out of halftime, the defensive adjustments that defensive coordinator Jay Harper likes to bring to the table. There's been times that we've been in a nip and tuck type battle against the team, and then coming out of halftime, and then Harper's made some halftime adjustments and then shuts an opposing offense down.
Clemens goes up the middle down to the 36-yard line. It's almost like Harper requires them to play left-handed. They're handing off to the tailback, throwing in the flat. Throws a deep ball right down the middle. Touchdown, Devil Dogs. Got behind us. That's number 4, Quincy Clemens.
And that's where you see a Division I quarterback rolling out to his non-throwing side, planting his foot, and throwing a 45-yard strike.
That was a strike. And the extra point is good. They strike first, 11 minutes left in the third quarter. Maybe they made us mad.
We need something to get us fired up, yes.
Some smelling salt. You gonna go down there, Mr. Matthews, and give him some smelling salt?
I got a smelling salt.
Nathan, we mentioned earlier, and you alluded to it a while ago with Jacoby Criswell back at quarterback for Morrilton, and how he's a Division I product. Obviously, he's committed to North Carolina, but looking at his play compared to other quarterbacks that we've seen, do you know of another one that measures up to the talent that Jacoby Criswell has?
I would compare him to the quarterback at Prairie Grove. I'm just kidding you. I haven't seen one.
There's not one in 5A. He most likely is the best quarterback in the state right now.
Elsick on the return up to the 20-yard line.
Great stiff arm at the 20.
Up to the 25-yard line. Cardinals set up shop.
Thinking back to previous quarterbacks at Farmington's faced, Connor Nolan as well. Comes to mind. Very good, very, very good quarterback. How would you compare the play of Jacoby Criswell to Connor Nolan?
Well, I haven't seen Criswell since, I guess, actually 2 years ago, because I didn't watch him last year against us. But he's one of those guys that's been there, and the game just slows down for him. He can take the snap.
Just rumbles up the middle. That's Stepmeyer. 9 yards.
Had a dog pile at the 25.
Yeah. But he's one of those
devil dog pile.
Everything slows for him, so when he scrambles, his eyes stay down the field. He anticipates. He doesn't get in a hurry. He lets the play develop, and that's what makes him as good as he is right now.
Right. Great patience, as we saw earlier on a touchdown pass and another pass that he rolled out to the far side as well.
I think Nolan had more of a system where Criswell, a lot of it falls on his shoulder. Stepmeyer again, 9, 10 tough yards. Not taking anything away from Nolan, certainly, but this offense, 90% of it falls on Criswell's shoulders.
Oh, sure. Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We've continued to see all night Josh Stepmeyer running hard in between the tackles and on the outside. He takes this one up front, and I tell you, he's still fighting for yards.
Wow, that's impressive, guys.
Yeah. He just carried 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Devil Dogs, 10 yards.
He looked like his sister at the powerlifting meet last week. Yeah, she was in national powerlifting meet.
Really?
His sister down in Dallas, yeah. He might be like the 4th strongest person in his family.
I'll tell you what, his dad's a big old boy too.
Oh, yes, agree. There he goes again. Lumber got a flag on the play. What's the most likely on this one, Jowers?
Most likely a hold. Just the fact that where the referee threw his flag. But pointing towards Morrilton. We may have a little face mask penalty here.
Hands to the face.
Now that's a new one to me. Explain that one to me, Jairus. Is that one is a legal block below the waist by the defense?
Correct.
Without a turnover.
Correct. So what the way that the defense can benefit from that, usually it's an offensive guard or lineman that's pulling, and they send the defender in there to chop his knees out from underneath him.
Gotcha.
Watson under center. There goes that man again. Stepmeyer goes up the middle, gets 2, 3, 4 yards. He might have a future in rugby. Sturgeon and another dog got tangled up there at the end and got a little woofing going on. Don't make Sturgeon mad. Just give him a heads up.
Jairus, earlier in the year I believe we were actually at Alma, and there was a couple penalty flags thrown during the Alma game as Quay rolls out to the near side. Now he's got splitting of the Red Sea. He's got a blocker out in front of him. Gets tackled down to about the 10-yard line.
First down, Cardinals.
From a referee's standpoint, on the field, you've got the white hat that's standing behind the offensive line. Generally speaking, if he throws his flag, you're going to be potentially looking at a holding. Would you say 90% of the time?
Usually some type of blocking foul, yes.
And then the guy that's sitting on the defensive side of the ball, right about the linebackers.
The umpire.
Okay. And I know that they all have, like, you got a referee, you got an umpire, then you have 2 side judges and then 2 back judges.
Well, on the guys on the line, the one facing the chains is called the line judge.
Okay.
And the one with the chains is called the head linesman. And then you've normally got a back judge. The crew tonight, they have 2 back judges.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Sturgeon.
Nice play on the jet sweep around the left end.
So the line judge and the head linesman is generally looking for defensive offsides or encroachment, and then offsides on the offense.
Correct.
The back judge, which is standing behind the linebackers, is that right?
Correct. He's the deepest one behind the secondary.
What are they looking for?
Well, he, along with the two line officials, have different receivers that they're keying on. So once the snap happens on a pass, those 3 guys are all looking at potential receivers.
So pass interference, face guarding, offensive pass interference.
Face guarding no longer is a foul. You have to have contact.
I got you. Okay. Which is a common misconception in high school football.
Correct, yes, because it used to be a foul to face guard. And then similar, another pass interference rule change a couple of years ago, we saw in the first quarter the pass interference on Drew on 4th and 20-something.
Right.
Is no longer an automatic first down. So that's why it was 15-yard penalty, but we were still 4th and about 8.
So do you agree? Let me ask you this. Do you agree with that type of call? Because in college football and in the NFL, if you get flagged for pass interference, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's an automatic first down in both of those.
Correct. Before the high school rule changed, pass interference was an automatic first down if on the defense and a loss of down if on the offense. When they changed it, they dropped both of those extra provisions. I wish they would have kept the automatic first down, because if it's 4th and really long, the defense can actually benefit from a pass interference call, knowing that it's not going to cost them a first down.
Right.
They did a declator on Hayden Cox, and looks like that might be that fairly new rule to us, where kind of a blindside block on Hayden Cox.
Correct. Yeah.
Ear holding.
Yeah, and that should be from where the flag is half the distance.
So would that be half the distance from the spot of the foul then, or half the distance from where
for
the
this
ball
particular
is?
instance, it's going to be half the distance from the end of the run.
So it'll back him up to about the 4.5-yard line.
That's Chris Will.
Yeah, So even though the block happened between the 15 and the 20, run ended at the 10, so they're going to back it up from there. So they got the ball first and 10 from the 5-yard line.
Gonna pin back here.
Getting educated tonight, Kerry.
Oh man, Jowers is like the smartest guy now. He's way smarter than Josh.
Well, the bar was low.
They hand it off up the middle, and he's got a chance. Fumble! Unbelievable! Elsick goes to jump on it and just pushes it out of bounds. Sturgeon ran him down and just going for the football and simply just pounced on it, and the ball bounced out of bounds. Tough break. First and 10, Devil Dogs at the 45. I don't know what more Sturgeon can do. Griswold hands it off again up the middle. Kilgore
Great tackle by
stuffs it.
Kilgore. Now, in a scenario like that, Jowers, isn't there a situation to where, and maybe it's on a kickoff or something like that, or used to be, if a team fumbles the ball and another team touches it but doesn't necessarily gain control of it, but then the ball goes out of bounds, that the team that touched it last?
It's the team that had the ball last in possession.
Flare pass over to the right.
There's a hole right there on the
Man,
stand.
yeah.
Too bad they didn't get that one.
Touchdown, Devil Dogs.
That was a very quick 95-yard drive.
Whew, we had a chance at midfield and touchdown Morrilton. Lines up for the extra point. Extra point is good. 35-14 Devil Dogs. 6:37 left in the third quarter. We'll take a quick break. Be right back.
Here at Farmington, we take our athletic program seriously. We strive for greatness in every sport, whether it's baseball, softball, football, basketball, volleyball, golf, track, cross country, cheer, dance, or tennis. We settle for nothing short of excellence. With top-of-the-line facilities and new ones to come, Farmington is a place for all athletes.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
I should let an expert like James help.
We're back, Cardinal fans, from Morrilton. 6:37 left to go in the third quarter. Morrilton's up 35-7. Excuse me, 35-14.
You got to give us all the credit we can get.
Morrilton's got it teed up on the 40-yard line. Josh Matthews, Nathan Jowers alongside myself tonight. What? I'm confused.
I wasn't counting the kicking team, but apparently at one point they had 12 out there. So they got an illegal substitution foul. We'll back it up 5 yards.
Here's the kick. Is high end over end kick, fielded about the 16-yard line by Elsick. Goes to the far side of the field looking for some running room and gets ran out of bounds about the 26-yard line.
Well, we had a couple of bad breaks while I was going here. The fumble didn't go our direction. Actually, the fumble helped them out a little bit more.
Yeah. Give them about 15 yards and the first down.
Yeah, they gave him 15 yards at the first down.
is a game of momentum, though.
Yes, it is.
Break one here, and
It would be nice to catch some momentum.
Quay's up under center, hands it off to Stepmeyer's got a running hole up the middle, gain of about 10, almost 11. Should be enough for a Farmington first down. Bright spot for Farmington is the way that Josh Stepmeyer is running the ball.
I mean, he's doing an excellent job, and he's fun to watch. Taking a first contact means he's got another 7 yards.
Yeah. Here he goes again. And now he's got it up over the 50, runs over a tackler, down to the 40, before being brought down at the 35-yard line of Morrilton. And guys, you know, it reminds me, the way that Stepmeyer's ran all night and all season realistically reminds me of an old running back coming out of, I believe, Pulaski Academy by the name of Peyton Hillis.
Actually, Peyton was at Conway.
Conway, I'm sorry. I knew I was close. I was close.
They're both in Central Arkansas. But yeah, he's a big load.
Of course, Peyton had here goes Stepmeyer up over the left side of the line of scrimmage, pick up about four there. Peyton, of course, goes on to the U of A, has a great career there, and then gets drafted in the NFL, or goes on to play in the NFL for the Cleveland Browns.
Played a little bit for the Cleveland Browns.
Made the cover of NFL Madden.
He was on the NFL Madden team. You know, at one point in time, didn't they have McFadden, Hillis, and who's the
Felix
other?
Jones.
There you go, Felix Jones.
Back when the Razorbacks were fun to watch.
I've heard of these days. I've heard of the folk talk of these days of Lord.
I believe those days. Back in those days, it was called Nothing But Fun. I got to experience a couple of those years myself. And Houston, I'd like to say, hey, boys, best days of your life right here. Quay drops back, unloads one, got a man. Oh, off the fingertips of Hummel, I believe. Can't tell the number.
That's a double digit,
maybe
yeah.
Cartwright?
Could be Cartwright.
And so when he got behind the secondary and he had a 5-yard cushion, it would have been nice for that one to drop into his hands.
I still couldn't tell the number.
Could have been 16, wasn't it 16?
I think it was 15.
15.
Quay's up under center. Handoff goes to Stepmeyer up the left side of the line of scrimmage.
That was on a 4th and 3, and looks like he's got the first down.
Now, we've talked a lot about Stepmeyer. Stepmeyer's run great today. I love the game plan. They've really put the offense on his shoulders, but the offensive line has dominated the line of scrimmage all night tonight.
They've done a really good job of getting that push, and Stepmeyer's been patient enough to find a hole, either just make a hole.
There goes Stepmeyer to the right side of the line of scrimmage, picks up about 4 yards. And here's one thing that I've noticed on that play right there is that Morrilton's outside linebackers or defensive ends shot up through the C gap realistically, and our tackles and tight ends did a nice job of just washing them to the outside to let Stepmeyer have that hole, that running lane that he needs. Quay up under center.
Stepmeyer alone back.
Looks like a jet sweep to Sturgeon. He breaks the tackle, gets down to the 15, across the 10, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Redbirds! Drew Sturgeon.
How much is that set up with Stepmeyer's run?
The defense, the linebackers especially, are concentrating on Stepmeyer so much because he's been gashing them. And so we've been sending that motion man, kind of get tired of seeing him go across and not get the ball, so you don't pay as much attention to him.
Stepmeyer's Sturgeon's such an explosive player. We got a little thunder and lightning going on here.
Which one's thunder?
I'll let you decide that. It rhymes with Von Erich.
Sturgeon's kick is up and it's good. Bring the score to 35-21 in favor of Morrilton. 3:42 left to go in the third quarter. That Farmington Cardinal touchdown was brought to you by PG Telco. For Nathan Jowers, Josh Matthews, we'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal football on the Farm Cards Live Sports Network.
At Farmington High School, we have a vast array of technology, ranging from MacBooks to 3D printers, touchscreens, and various broadcasting equipment to show sporting events, concerts, and pep rallies at the highest quality possible.
Serving Northwest Arkansas since 1996, Trinity Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine specializes in physical therapy, certified hand therapy, and aquatic therapy. You have a choice when it comes to where your physical therapy services take.
We're back, Cardinal fans. Redbirds got it teed up on the 40-yard line. Luis Zavallo got it teed up. It's a high end-over-end short kick. It's going to be bounded at the 20, bounced off the kneecaps of a Morrilton player, and then he breaks loose up the sideline, cuts back across, and then gets tripped up at the 46-yard line of Farmington. Couldn't really tell there if he got tripped up by the turf monster or if there was a
player involved.
Yeah. Kind of hard to tell as he went down and we had a Farmington player go down at the same time. So.
I thought he was getting up a little slow for a second. I thought he might have twisted his ankle a little bit, but I think he's fine now.
Criswell and company takes over at the 45-yard line of Farmington. Farmington needs a big stop. Criswell's got 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Quick hitter to the outside. Just a little flat pattern. DeCorey
Thomas is there to stop. Yeah. DeCorey's there first with the stop. Holds on. Doesn't give up play. Wilkley and Payne come quickly. Law firm of Thomas, Wilkley, and Payne there on the stop on the near side there. We've been suspect to that, the quick hit outside, the screen outside, and then we've also been suspect to that, which is the off count.
Should be defensive encroachment. Josiah Ingram. So that'll give Morrilton a second down and about 1.
Defensive line is excited still.
Here comes a trap play by Morrilton. Great open field tackle by Sturgeon.
Yeah.
Clemens on the carry. Picks up enough for a Morrilton first down as he gains about 13 on the play.
Terrion Swift in for Josiah.
Morrilton comes out 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Criswell's got a running back to his right. Single receiver to the near side. Calls for the ball. Throws a quick slant to the inside. Complete to number, looks like 19, Drew Tyner.
I think Drew Sturgeon was there on the tackle. We're seeing him play some defense tonight.
Got a Redbird down on the field. So we'll take a quick timeout with 2:46 left to go in the third quarter. Farmington's down by 14. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal football on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Real estate is like football. You want a winning team that knows how to run offense and defense, knows the plays, the competition, how to score, and isn't afraid to get a little dirty. The McNaughton team knows 2 important things. 1, how to help you buy, sell, invest in, and manage real estate. And 2, how to cheer on the home team with an awesome tailgate event. For all your real estate needs, visit us at allnwahomes.com. McNaughton, your neighborhood community realtors.
Have you been saving up for or ready to start thinking about and building your dream home from the ground up? If it is that time for that decision to become a reality for you, wait no longer and reach out to Bauman and Crossnow Construction. Established in 2013, Mike Bauman, alongside with Michael and Lane Crossnow, Bauman and Crossnow Construction specialize in residential.
We're back, Cardinal fans.
Looks like that was Corey Thomas. Hope he's going to be all right. He did walk off. Hummel's in his place.
First and goal for Morrilton. Hand off to Clemens. Breaks to the inside, outside for Morrilton, and then into the end zone he goes.
Well, that's another quick score for Morrilton. Defense needs a need to stop. We've had one stop so far in the first half. That built some good momentum. And right now our offense is clicking.
Yeah. You know, and you look, you got 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So we played
Not quite 9.5 minutes.
Not quite 9.5 minutes, and we've had 3 touchdowns.
5 touchdowns.
In the second half?
3 for Morrilton, 2 for Farmington.
I must have missed a touchdown or 2 from both sides. I thought we've had 21 points scored.
Yeah, it's 21. It was 21-7 at halftime.
Goodness. All right. So there you have it. 5 touchdowns, 35 points put up in 9.5 minutes. We talked about momentum and game swings, and we go down and score. Great time to turn the ball game around after a Farmington touchdown. You get a defensive stop, put another one in the end zone. You're then
right
down by 7. You're in it.
Yes.
And so Morrilton, though, gets the ball back and takes it right down the field. So maybe the tide will change as we get the ball back. Take it back down, score, then get a defensive stop.
The offense has looked really good this half, so hopefully we can continue that trend.
Morrilton's kick is high end over end kick, fielded at the 14-yard line of Farmington. That Cartwright on the reception brings it up to about the 30-yard line of Farmington, where Farmington will have a first down and 10. You know, I hesitated on DeCorey when he made that tackle down here on his last name. The first thing that popped to mind, I almost said it was DeCorey Birmingham. Don't ask me why, but I guess because we were talking about the Houston Nut Days a while ago. Farmington's in the little sugar huddle.
Well, I hope that DeCorey comes back. We sure missed him, especially on defense.
Sturgeon comes split to the near side of the field. Now, how's that not a legal substitution?
I know.
And now we cough the ball up, and Morrilton's going to get it at the 32-yard line. That right there, I believe, guys, is the 4th turnover of the night for Farmington.
It's just not been our night for securing the ball.
Now they back it up to the 33-yard line. Morrilton has it, first down and 10. Chris Wells got 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Unloads one to number 4 in the end zone. Touchdown, Morrilton. Chris Well to Quincy Clemens. There is flag on the play. That would have been a 33-yard touchdown pass from Chris Well. We'll hear the call.
They're yelling holding over here in the press box.
So Farmington
catches the break.
Catches the break on a illegal formation. And Jowers, that is just either I'm guessing the tackle on the right side of the line of scrimmage. His helmet did not cross the belt of the guard.
Actually, it needs to go through the belt of the center.
Oh, belt of the center. All right.
So yeah, they've run that same pass. Was a touchdown earlier this quarter.
Quick slant to the right side of the field, complete down to the 28-yard line of Farmington. Bring up about 2nd down and 6. 2nd down and 5. Miles Harvey in on the tackle for Farmington. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Xavier Clemens goes to Chris Wells' right. Here's the handoff to Clemens. He guts it up the middle, crosses the 25-yard line down to about the 23. Should be enough for a Morrilton first down.
Yeah, they're moving. Well, he's not moved the chains yet.
So they're going to say 3rd down and inches.
They're moving them now.
Now they're moving them. First down.
Now they're calling it first down.
Criswell gets the play. Looks like he's telling his coach, hey, let's run this play. Don't know what that means.
Means he's going to be asking for a face mask.
As they hand off to Clemens, comes to the near side of the field, off the tackle.
So we got a little extracurricular in the back. Looks like
they're letting some of these things go.
yeah,
guys.
they are. They're not calling that. Welkley getting into it a little bit with the.
And I couldn't tell, Jars, if maybe Welkley's face mask just kind of got tangled up with the shoulder pad or not.
I couldn't tell exactly what was going on. I was a little late moving my eyes that way.
Criswell rolls to the near side of the field, throws across his body, lost one up. It's going to be incomplete and out of bounds.
Payne on the pressure. Payne playing with a busted ankle. Not doing too bad tonight. If you can tell from those commercials there where Melinda raps, she can rap so fast. I don't know, are you guys doing something to that video to make her look like she's in fast motion, or does she really rap an ankle that fast?
I tell you, those athletic trainers, they can wrap ankles now. They do it so much that it comes second nature. Three receivers to the near side of the field. Clemens split to Criswell's left. And there comes a slant pattern, incomplete. Flag on the play. Thrown by the back judge, I believe is.
I think the umpire threw that one.
Oh, the umpire threw it? So generally speaking, maybe hands to the face?
That one happened so quick. It was a quick drop back, quick pass. That's the second time 77 has been called for that tonight.
Josiah Ingram called on the legal hands to the face infraction. Takes the ball down to about the 5-yard line of Morrilton. Excuse me, of Farmington. First and goal for Morrilton.
I think they stepped that off incorrectly. I think one of the line judges caught that.
Back it up about 2 yards.
Now we got a timeout.
I think
Farmington.
Coach wants to talk to the referee, I'm guessing. Looked like he wasn't very happy.
We'll take a break as they talk it out.
Zing Broadband is a proud sponsor of area schools and is excited to offer incredible fast internet speeds. Our students can focus on what really matters, knowing that Zing Broadband can keep up with them. We recognize the hard work and dedication of our students and athletes, and we've built a network to deliver their demand. Zing Broadband proudly serves our local communities and supports all their endeavors.
And we're back. I think we got the ball where the referees won it. Waited a little time to kind of get set. Harper's coaching up the boys there as they get a slant, one-on-one coverage on the outside. They throw a slant. That's been there a little bit this evening.
Lamar Wofford from Criswell. 7 yards out. Morrilton's kick is up and it's good. So with 19 seconds left to go in the third quarter, the score now is Morrilton 49, Farmington 21. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal football on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Ozark Dermatology offers full medical, surgical, and aesthetic services. Our team offers comprehensive care for medical and surgical conditions for adults and children. Our experienced board-certified physicians and highly trained physician extenders provide state-of-the-art diagnosis, treatments, and procedures in a relaxed and compassionate setting. Let Ozark Dermatology be your path to healthy skin. Visit any of our 3 convenient locations in Northwest Arkansas.
Here at Farmington, we take our athletic program seriously. We strive for greatness in every sport, whether it's baseball, softball, football, basketball, volleyball, golf, track, cross country, cheer, dance.
Welcome back, guys, as we have 19 seconds left in the longest third quarter known in high school football history.
6 touchdowns. Is that right?
So far.
Here's Elsick on the return for Farmington, breaks it up across the 25 and gets wrestled down at the 27-yard line.
Well, the Farmington offense.
Now here comes the
set
flag.
up. I think we might have a little.
Probably a little extracurricular
Yeah,
there
I'm
on
thinking
Morrilton.
of talking.
Now they're saying face mask. I thought you were right with
the extracurricular.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so as they set up,
shoving his
just
hands
a
to the face.
little bit more downfield. Jairus has a few scores for us. You got a pretty interesting one right there off the top.
Yeah, so we've actually got two of the games in the 5A West are completed tonight. Harrison, of course, no trouble over Huntsville, 49-7. A little bit of a surprise. Alma defeated Greenbrier 7-0.
Alma defeated Greenbrier 7-0.
So I'll have to go back and look at the old standings in our conference.
Yep.
There's big log jam.
Nice job there by Elsick, breaking 3 tackles up over the 50, down to the 45, down to the 40.
Great way to hang on to the ball, take that hit, turn it upfield, and create something out of what looked like going to be nothing at that initial contact. Good job, Caden Elsick.
Picks up about 20 yards for Farmington, and that's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter.
There you go.
A play where Morrilton is up 49-21. What other scores you got there, Jairus?
I guess some area teams in Northwest Arkansas. Bentonville over Springdale, 45-0 in the fourth quarter. Fayetteville over Rogers Heritage, 56-0 in the fourth quarter. Updated not too long ago. Second quarter score though: Harbor 42, Rogers 29. A little bit of a surprise here. Van Buren is on top of Bentonville West, 28-24. That game's in the third quarter. Other 5A West scores: Bologna 43, Clarksville 14. That one's in the fourth quarter.
We saw them getting ready for that on the way over here.
Probably the team in the conference that I've been most impressed with this year, a little bit surprised with, is Bologna.
They've got a lot of speed.
They're the real deal.
Yeah, they've got a lot of speed.
They got size, they got speed. They've got a quarterback too. He can zip it, and he's just a sophomore, I believe.
All right, Farmington's got a first down at the 40-yard line of Morrilton. Quay, little wheel route out to Sturgeon, just beyond his fingertips. Bring up second down and 10.
Sturgeon did a good job getting open there. He had a nice little spot on the field, just a little overthrown, as that'll bring up second down.
It looked like he was, initially going to set up the block and then just kept on going.
Yes.
Break
Almost
open
like
in
a
the
little
field.
delay there.
Yep.
I don't know. Have we abandoned our ground and pound game here?
I think there's been a little bit of a switch now, down 4 touchdowns going into the fourth quarter. So you're going to try to gain a little bit more quick score.
I still think the game plan is keep the offense off the field.
Now, false start's going to be called on Farmington. Matthews, you ever get tired of sports?
Never.
Never?
And we're talking about PlayStation, right?
Sports in general.
No, I never get tired of sports. Fencing.
You know where you can hear all about sports?
Water polo. Where? What?
Northwest Arkansas Sports. The Ox and Oz podcast.
I like that. Do you guys cover fencing in Northwest Arkansas?
Well, if there was a high school fencing team,
you guys would know about it. See, I tried to throw a little.
Quay's picking up major yardage there before he gets knocked out of bounds.
And we got a late hit.
And I think, and that's one of those judgment calls there. Quay, I think, just said, you know what, I'm going to give up, run out of bounds. And then Morrilton just kind of throws a shoulder into him. Says, go ahead and go out of bounds. But I'm going to let you know I'm here.
Nice pickup by Quay. I mean, so many weapons offensively. We established a nice running game between the tackles with Stetmeyer. That was working well for us. But, hey, don't forget we've got playmakers like Sturgeon. We have playmakers like Quay. Elsing's been showing up good. I mean, a little 20-yard here, 10-yard there. Jaden Shader's done well running for us. Offensively, we're looking great.
Quay's up under center. Here goes the handoff to Shader up over the left side of the line. Driving his feet, gets down across the 10-yard line to about the 7 as bodies continue to tumble. But anyway, nonetheless.
No, all sports.
All
Northwest
sports.
Arkansas.
All 22 Northwest Arkansas high schools.
What about a borderline Oklahoma town?
If they're playing a Northwest Arkansas school.
I mean, they're right on the line. Let's say Westville. Can you not give us a little bit of the Westville Yellow Jackets fencing team?
Here goes Shader up over the right side of the line of scrimmage and into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Redbirds.
Looking good.
That's going to cut the score down to 49-27 pending the extra point.
I mean, you got to think the way we're scoring, the play calling's great, and their defense looks tired.
Yep. Now's the time.
When our defense needs to not be tired.
Right.
And a stop here would be great. Change a little momentum. We're keeping up scoring relatively.
Sturgeon's extra point is up, and it's good to close the gap. Another point, 49-28, down by 21. And here's the thing, guys. We've talked about turnovers all night. We've given up the ball 4 times, I believe it is. You take away those 4 turnovers and continue our scoring pattern, and this game is a lot different.
Yes. You got to feel good about it. I know the score looks rough. 3 touchdowns down in the start of the 4th, but we're scoring quick. We're scoring just as quickly as they are. We just we need a defensive stop, and they're right on the cusp of it. I got confidence in Harper getting the boys ready and getting it figured out. I know they've got a player in Criswell, but anything can happen.
I think the only folks that aren't anticipating the onside kick are the officials. They've only got one guy on the receiving line.
That ball is loose and recovered by Morrilton at the 44-yard line of Morrilton.
Not a bad onside kick. What do you think about the call, guys?
Yeah, you got to go for it. Defense has not been able to stop Morrilton's offense this half. Got to try to steal a possession
any way you can.
Yeah. In that situation, and of course it's a lot easier to say this standing 35 feet in the air. When you've got all 11 Morrilton players within 10 yards, I'd like to just put one about the 15, let it bounce, and then have your speediest guy bust through that entire line and just go recover the ball because it's a live ball.
That's correct.
Here's Criswell with a quick out pattern.
Payne trips him up, sends him out of bounds.
Complete to Drew Tyner. Pick up of about 5 yards. Morrilton comes out with 3 receivers to the near side of the field, single receiver up top. Clemens in the backfield to Criswell's right. Hard count to try to draw somebody off sides, and Farmington wasn't biting. Now the option play, pitch out to Clemens. Breaks the tackle to the outside across the 50 down to the 40-yard line of Farmington. before rolling down to the 38-yard line.
Harvey trips him up, sends him out of bounds. Almost had him there in the backfield. That's
pickup of enough for a first down. Sorry,
for
Josh.
first down. That's all right. That's the guy that can burn you. He's the one that can plant his foot. I mean, once he got around there, 10 yards was pretty easy for him.
Same formation, other side of the field. Comes a trap play.
There we go.
Bottlenecked up in the backfield. Loss of about 2.
Colton Kilgore drops him. So he gets caught up in between the tackles. I'll take that play.
We can just get a couple more just like it. Second down and 12 for Morrilton. 3 receivers to the far side, single receiver to the near side. Clemens to Chris Wells left. There's a good incomplete pass.
Yep, could have tip by Chase Brown there.
Intended for Clemens. Quincy Clemens, that is, not Xavier.
Thank you for clarifying.
I'm going to go
All right,
out on a
defense.
limb and say that they're brothers.
All right, guys. This is it. Defensive stop. You guys can do it.
Chris Wells in the gun, rolls out. There should have been a holding call.
And extracurricular.
Incomplete pass. You know it must have been holding if we not only saw it, but Morrilton's guys who's sitting next to us.
And we heard
one
a
booth
gasp
over,
there,
they
yeah.
were saying holding as well.
That was kind of a DDT. That's we had made that reference before.
Brings up 4th down for Morrilton, and I believe they are going to drop back to punt for the first time tonight. Quincy Clemens back to punt. Actually, this is the second time. High punt.
Fair catch.
Fair caught at the 14-yard line of Farmington. I believe that was Drew Sturgeon. .30 left to go in the ball game. Farmington down by 21, 49-28.
Guys, there's the stop we were talking about. Defense played hard.
Go down in a hurry, score, bring it to within 14, make another stop, score again.
Morrilton helped us out by throwing 2 incompletions, which helped that clock to stop.
Little out pattern complete to Sturgeon by Quay to pick up about 4 yards for Farmington. Quay is in the shotgun. Shaders to his left. Twin receivers to both sides of the field. Here's the snap. Quay looking left all the way, and then he's going to get sacked in the backfield. Down to about the 9-yard line, 11-yard line. It's going to be about a loss of 10 yards. Bring up 3rd down and about 12. Twin receivers to both sides of the field. Quay's in the shotgun. Shaders to his left. Here's the snap. Looking left. Now looks back right. He's got a man deep. Throwing in the double coverage that was intended for Sturgeon. Incomplete. Bring up 4th down and 12.
That's not what we wanted to do after finally forcing them to punt.
Now the defense smells blood. They know what it's like. They can get the they can get the
A little confidence
they
coming
can
in
get
after
them
the
off
last
the
drive.
field. They can get the offense off the field without a score. That's just what they needed.
There is a not so good punt there by Shader from from about 5 yards deep in his end zone. It kind of looked like he hurried that just a little bit.
Yeah, they put on a pretty good rush. He did hurry it. Unfortunately, did not get even to the first down stake. So Morrilton's going to set up shop at about the 23-yard line.
Kerry's going to go show his receiver skills. He's going to get him a little football over here.
So here comes Chris Will and the boys from the 23-yard line. 2 receivers to the near sides. And the handoff to Clemens goes up the middle, gets across the 15 down to about the 14.
Who came up with that stop? They had a pretty good little hit there.
Yeah, they did.
Looks like that was Ian Cartwright, number 12.
Little different formation that last play for Morrilton. They only sent 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Had a tight end to the left and a tight end to the right. Chris Will still in the shotgun. Now what we
Morrilton
got?
coaches see something they don't like. I think they called timeout.
The play clock was down to 0.
That's what they didn't like. They didn't like the play clock about to run out.
So Morrilton calls the timeout. We'll take a quick break. Be right back. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal Football on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Jack with Arvest. Today's goal, outmaneuver these chess pros.
Checkmate. Checkmate. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay. I should let an expert like James help me. And for your financial goals, Arvest is the expert. Our approach to financial planning will help you make all the right moves. Get started now and be prepared for the future like royalty. Trust the experts. Trust Arvest. Hear from a chess pro at our experts website.
At Farmington High School, we have a vast array of technology, ranging from MacBooks to 3D printers, touchscreens, and various broadcasting equipment to show sporting events, concerts, and
We're back, Cardinal fans. Nathan Jowers, Josh Matthews, Brian Dean from Morrilton, America. Second down and about 2 for Morrilton. Chris Wells in the shotgun, hands it off to Clemens. Goes up to the right side of the offensive line, picks up about 3 yards. Bring up first down, I believe. Should be.
They're going to bring it out to measure.
Maybe he didn't make it up as far as I thought he did. Maybe he'll be a little bit short and then we'll get a 3rd down stop. He's got it. First down, Morrilton. 7:03 left to go in the ball game. Morrilton's got a first down and 10 from looks like the 13-yard line, maybe 14. Handoff goes to Clemens, cuts it up, and runs into a wall of Cardinals. Trey Williams in on the stop for Farmington. Second down and 10, Morrilton. 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Got a little H-back. And a Xavier Clemens to Chris Will's right. Goes the handoff to Clemens, cuts it over to the left side. Line of scrimmage, picks up about 2. Bring up 3rd down from about the 11. And this is where Morrilton is bleeding the clock.
Yes.
They snapped that one with about 4 left to go on the play clock.
Garrett Taylor with a nice little
5.5 minutes to go.
there. Good to hear his name out there. Garrett Taylor made.
Taylor made.
There you go.
Good golf clubs. Criswell's in the gun. Throws a slant pattern for a touchdown.
That's better than Garrett Taylor Swift.
Agreed.
I think he's going to like Taylor made a little bit better.
Reggie Tony in the end zone for Morrilton. Takes the score currently to 55-28, pinning the extra point, 5:17 left to go in the ballgame. Criswell doing the holding for Morrilton. He receives the snap, puts the ball down, and kicks up, and it's good. 56-28. 5:17 left to go in the ball game. From Morrilton, Arkansas. We'll take a quick timeout. Be right back. You're listening to Farmington Cardinal football on the Farm Cars Live Sports Network.
Serving Northwest Arkansas since 1996, Trinity Rehabilitation and Sports Medicine specializes in physical therapy, certified hand therapy, and aquatic therapy. You have a choice when it comes to where your physical therapy services take place, and we hope you make it at Trinity Rehab and Sports Medicine of NWA. We are located at 2793 Millennium Drive, Suite number 2 in Fayetteville, and can be reached at 479-521-2232. Trinity Rehab and Sports Medicine is a proud supporter of Farmington Cardinal Athletics. Go Cards!
We're back, Cardinal fans. Morrilton's got it teed up on the 40-yard line. 5:17 left to go in the ball game. 56-28 Morrilton. And if the score holds true, that is going to bring up a tough task next week for Farmington to go into Harrison, come out victorious to hopefully get into the playoffs. Cartwright receives that one and then gets shoestring tackled at the 26-yard line. A little set-up shot, first down and 10. Did I just hear another Criswell?
Yes, unfortunately, I think that's the case. Number 12, I believe.
13. The good news about that one, he's a DB and a wide receiver and a senior. So we won't be facing him again next year either.
A little quick hitter out to the side. Needed a block there from Macedo. Unfortunately, D-back got by him and just lit up Sturgeon.
Well, I think they saw that coming. There's Jacoby Criswell.
I wonder if those two are related.
You said that. You said we won't be hearing much more from him. And then the very next play, we hear from him.
Well, I did say after tonight, though.
After tonight, yeah. We got that saving grace.
Quay's up under center. Shader's in the backfield. Single receivers to both sides of the field. And there's a pass complete to Sturgeon down to the 39-yard line for a first down.
Great looking catch. He stays so committed to the route and to the pass and concentrates the ball the whole time, brings it down. Just another great play like we've seen all year from Drew Sturgeon. And how much does Quay like to find Drew Sturgeon?
Well, if I was Quay, or if I was any quarterback, and I had Drew Sturgeon, I'd try to find him a lot too. Quay's in the gun, 3 receivers to the far side of the field, single receiver Hummel to the near side. Now we got bodies jumping everywhere, both sides of the line of scrimmage. I saw Morrilton jump first, but that doesn't mean anything.
I saw him jump first here from all the way up in the box. This looks like a no-brainer to me, but...
And here, going back to that last play, JRs, there was noticed, I believe it was Jacoby Criswell for Morrilton who was covering Sturgeon on that pass play. Kind of running down with his hands up with Sturgeon, and then when they got up after the play was complete, he kind of looked like wanted a push off or an offensive pass interference called on Sturgeon. But that's one of those plays that's kind of a judgment call based off of what's taking place on the field as they're running down the field.
Right, it's a judgment call, and many times if the defensive back is not playing the football, the offensive player may get a little bit more leeway as long as they're making a legit attempt to get to the football.
Quay's in trouble, dodges the tackle. Now he's got some open field to his right, running, and then gets tackled.
Back to the line of scrimmage.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage, picks up about 7 yards. 3:17 and counting. Farmington's down 56-28. Redbirds break the huddle, go 3 receivers to the far side of the field. Quay's in the gun, Shaders to his left. Colin Hummel split to the near side. Quay's under distress again, then picks up about 3 yards. Bring up about 3rd down and a long 8 or a short 8, long 7. Almost said that backwards. As I get the stare down from Showers.
You're correct. We'll call it 8.
I caught myself this time. Last week or the week before, I do believe that I said one backwards. Long 8, short 7. Anyway, nonetheless, 3rd down and about 8. 3 receivers to the near side of the field. Quay's in the gun, receives the snap, rolls up in the pocket, looking downfield, nobody's open. Then finally tucks it and gets out of bounds about the 34-yard line of Morrilton. Going to bring up about 4th down and 5. No choice but to go for it here.
No choice but to go for it. Quay on the run. Nice little play by Cartwright to come in. A little distraction. Save him from getting hit. Maybe extend the play out a couple of yards.
I think more importantly, what he did not do, that's the situation where you get called for that blindside block. And he did what he's supposed to do. He turned into a screener like you would in basketball.
Quay's in the gun, 2 receivers to both sides. Now he's under distress, rolls up into the pocket. He's going to be bottlenecked about the 33-yard line, where Farmington's going to turn it over on downs. And Jairus, is there a difference between the old school crackback block and then the block that you just mentioned?
Yeah, I mean, they tried to take that out of it. Crackback was basically where the defender has his concentration somewhere else and you're coming the opposite direction that he's running to. So they've, at all levels of football now, they've taken that block out and made it illegal. If you have that opportunity as a blocker, you've got to come in with open hands. And then once you close your hands and put them together in a textbook, blow them up type block, that's going to get called.
So Morrilton is going to take over at their own 33-yard line, 1st down and 10. Criswell's in the shotgun. Handoff goes to Clemens, straight up the middle. It's going to get down to about the 38-yard line. 2:22 left to go.
Sturgeon with a stop. That'll bring up a run play. Clock should still be running. Haven't seen Bullington back out there defense much. Wonder if he's okay.
Criswell calls for it, hands it off to Clemens up the middle. He's got enough for a first down for Morrilton. So he gets across the 40 up to about the 44-yard line.
James Payne would stop. Unfortunately, gets past the first star and mark as they get a first down.
1:30 to play in counting.
If 1 and 2, they could take 2 knees here and end the ball game.
That almost looks like the formation they're going to, the greatest formation in football. Unfortunately, Farmington is not the one taking it.
How about that victory formation right there?
Yes, sir. Criswell receives the snap, takes 2 steps forward behind the line of scrimmage, and takes it down for a knee. 50 seconds and counting. Second down and about 13. I'm going to think we're going to see the same play call again. Guys, tonight that's going to wrap us up here. Final score looks to be 56-28 and a tough task ahead of us.
Tough task ahead of us. They still need to find a way to hold their heads up high going into next weekend. They started to get a little momentum on defense. It was a little late, but it was a good fight. Offense was rolling, and it just didn't roll our way this week. Guys, thanks for having me back. It was a blast. I appreciate being on. Jairus, thank you.
Thanks for asking me up. Anytime I get to get in the warm press box instead of sitting on the cold bleachers.
Yeah, I know. I get to hear about it on the ride home. I'm going to tell her it was freezing up here. Okay?
It was good having you and Jairus up here with us, along with Kerry Pitts, and you guys be safe heading back.
All right, you guys do the same. See you.
All right. Folks, that's going to do it for us tonight from Morrilton. As Farmington's going to drop one to Morrilton by a final score of 56-28. Our next broadcast will come to you from Harrison, where Farmington will take on the Goblins at Harrison next Friday night. We appreciate you guys joining and tuning in with us. For Nathan Jairus, Kerry Pitts, Josh Matthews, from Morrilton, Arkansas, I'm Brian Dean. You've been listening to Farmington Cardinal Football. Final score, Morrilton 56, Farmington 28. You guys have a good night. We'll see you next week.